Who is this? Frogz Master. Wait a minute, what was that guy named again? Frogz Master. Is this actually the one and only true Frogz Master? It is I, Frogz Master.
Hey everyone, this is Frogz Master, and these are some of the earliest versions of the Frogz. Yeah. Now, if for some weird reason you don't know where this was found, no, not I, Frogzy, the creator of a bunch of Gemmy items, Joe Pelletieri. I'm very sure now that I'm pronouncing his name right. Joe Pelletieri. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. He literally has like all three of those. Like definitely 100% him. I'm following him on all three. YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Same name, Joe Pelletieri. Maybe he has another social media, but those three are definitely the most important. Look, if you are for some reason not following him, maybe you should do that. It'd be a good idea, don't you think? Maybe. Yeah. Do it. Because you'll miss out on stuff like this. But look at that. I'm uploading it so you can see. But you know that this picture is from him, not me. I feel like he should have more followers and subscribers than what he does. So I'm just stating that again. Okay? Okay, so you see 10 Frogz here, 2 of which mostly everyone has seen already. But we'll just do this from top to bottom, left to right. So we'll do what we did with that other video with the Frogz, which was actually a picture from Joe as well. I know it's a little blurry when I zoom in like this, but we're just going to do it like this. I wanted to screen record again, so, you know, that's what we're doing. Here, I'll just slide it over like that. So, this, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the song is. 8 out of the 10 of these, no idea what the song is. No one does. And I don't think we'll probably ever know, really. I mean, even Joe didn't know. So, yeah, probably not. Also, we don't know what the item numbers of these ones are. Just those 2, but I think most people don't even know what their item numbers are. Anyways, this looks the most familiar to the one that I actually uploaded a couple days ago. The video of the one with the HD audio, which if you've not seen that, you definitely should. It's very cool, and it sounds really nice, and I was able to edit the audio perfectly to how it sounds in the Frog. So you should go watch that if you haven't. It is very nice. That's all I can say. It's like a perfect video. But this one right here looks the most similar to that. The hat is the same, I noticed. I think the glasses are the same. The teeth is the same, I'm pretty sure. Now, it's clothing's a little different. I think the shoes are the same. It looks like it moves the same too, like a Whippet Frogz. But the shirt, it's like a sparkly red color. Maybe not sparkly, but shiny. But it looks like it, like glittery, actually. Like, that's what it looks like. But I do see like a yellow shirt underneath or maybe that's a yellow tie. I think the black there, I think that's like a, I don't know. Actually, I think it's a black shirt, and I think that yellow part is a tie. So they must have taken off the yellow shirt and they were gonna do that outfit, or maybe this was before the yellow shirt. I don't know, but that yellow part actually does look like a tie. But there's a lot of detail on the clothing. The clothing on these are definitely the best aspect. It's the clothing that they have. Definitely the best part of them. Yes, even better than what their movements would be, I'm sure. Obviously, these ones that move like Whip It is pretty cool, but the clothing still, it's a little bit better. Now, as for, I'm gonna save that for later, actually. But that's that one. Then you've got this one here. Now, if you didn't know, there was like Frogz coloring pages. It's something I completely forgot about until like the other day. But there were Frogz coloring pages, and no one knew if they were real or fake. Looks like they were indeed real, because you see that Frogz right there? There is a coloring page of that exact one. This one again, clothing is pretty cool. The glasses on that one look pretty similar to regular Frogz glasses. The first one does too, but this one is even more so. It's got that hat, looks similar to a Frogz hat. The teeth there, looks like it would have a light up teeth there, like the In the Club one. And a little similar to Ride With Me, but also kind of in the club, maybe a little bit. Looks like the shoes on this one are bigger. And of course these are all prototypes, especially looking at the backgrounds of all these. These aren't necessarily stock photo looking, but I suppose they are still stock photos in a way. But that clock necklace thing, that's very interesting. Yeah, no idea what it sings, but as to how it moves, probably like how the Ride With Me one moves. You know, the standing one. Maybe it moves like Push It or something. I don't know. It's a little hard to tell. I don't think that's a Whip It mech, though. Again, clothing on that one looks really neat. Then you got this one here, which again, very hip-hop-like. I feel like this one could have actually sang in the club. I don't know. It's got the jersey. This looks like one that would move like the holiday hip-hoppers and the standing Christmas frog. It looks like it. I mean, the way the arms are positioned look a little bit different, but it looks like it probably moves that way. Shoes are really big on it. Teeth, they did that a little bit different, but the style of the teeth is still the same. No light up teeth there, though. Also, the eyes on these are still very similar to the Frogz that were actually released. And then there's the hat, of course, up there. Yeah, again, good clothing. And, oh, yeah, let's just move on to the next one. And I don't know the song on that. Same goes for this one. Don't know the song. No teeth on this one. It's really big lips, like really big. You got eyelashes on that one. A lot of hair. They are bigger, so that makes sense. The clothing. I have to say it again. Really detailed looking clothing that they have on these. This one has the shirt. It's got a necklace too. A jacket on it. This one's definitely seems like it moves like the holiday hip-hoppers. Smaller shoes, though. So easy to tell that they're prototypes. Oh, it has earrings, and then it has 2 rings on it, it looks like. Of course, all the buttons are on the hands on these, which is how it was going to be for the actual Frogz, too. The released ones. A couple of these were released, though. You know the 3 that were. Most of these were not, though. For what we know, all these other ones were not released at all. Just Into Club, Crazy in Love, and Ride With Me. Maybe this sings Crazy in Love. I could see it singing that. This doesn't really look the most hip-hop. Looks a little bit hip-hop, but not that much. Yeah, not really. Anyways, with this, I think we're just going to have to, like, zoom it in a little bit more. Hold on. That's about as good as I'm going to get it here. So, this one, a lot of people have seen before. This one sings Jump, the Van Halen song. Got the teeth like the first 2 again. This one looks like it moves like the Standing Ride With Me. It's got a microphone in its hand there, and the same kind of jacket as the girl one we just looked at. I got the big pants. More basic looking shoes, but again, whole rest of it's nice and detailed. It looks like it has the Hank Williams Jr. glasses. I think those are the exact ones. I don't know for sure. Maybe they're not. I'm sure. Actually, yeah, you can see the eyes there. It still has eyes. And then it's got that hair. And then it looks like on the shirt it says the Frogz. I'm sure it's with a Z still. A couple of these probably say stuff on their shirts too, like the girl one there. But this does sing Jump. That's a confirmed thing. It was going to sing that. I think on the pants it's got a belt there. It's a little hard to see. I mean, they're not that blurry, but with all that black on the bottom half of it, it's kind of hard to tell. But those are the first 5. It's time to move on to the next 5, which are probably the more interesting ones, I would say. Maybe. I don't know. All of them are interesting, but there's some that are better than others. Okay, let's move that up a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to do this right. Okay, it's hard to do these ones at the edge of the photo here. So this is a Frogz. Another hip-hop one, I'm sure. This one, I don't know how it moves. Who knows? Maybe it moves like, I like to move it, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. It could be like Whip It again. It's got the light up teeth. Still a lot of clothing on it, like all of these. Pretty much, anyway. Looks like it has a ring on it there. Maybe 2. A bit different looking shoes. The necklace is interesting, the way they did that. And it's got a big hat. And we don't know what it sings, but it looks neat. Like all of these. There is something else that I would like to say about these, but I'm going to save it for later. You might know what it is, like just a couple of you. Something I've decided is what I think, but this is interesting. Yeah, it's got to be hip-hop. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Pretty much all of the ones that I've shown so far, I would say are hip-hop. Well, actually, no. That one isn't. Jump is not a hip-hop song. And this one probably isn't hip-hop either, honestly. I don't think so. That doesn't look hip-hop enough to me. I mean, these 3, they look so much more hip-hop than that one. I don't think these 2 are. This probably has a similar kind of song that one has. All right, now I'll stay down here. So this one, yeah, who knows how it moves? I really can't tell. probably like Whip It, if I had to guess. Now we got this one here, which might be my favorite one. I don't know. Very different here, especially with the arms. They have the arms crossed, which there's actually some modern Gemmy items that have the arms like this. So whenever I look at the arms on this, especially for where the button is, and that, it reminds me of a modern Gemmy item, actually. For the movement on this, I have no idea. Song, no idea. But the tattoos and all on the arms look really cool. The necklaces that are on it really fit with the shirt that it has. No light up teeth, but I don't think that would fit for what the rest of this is. Not as much detail on the clothes, but it's okay because the shoes, very different. And all the tattoos on it. It's got 2 necklaces. The arms are crossed, and the button is like definitely not on the hand. That's like way on the arm. This one I would really like to know what it sings. Probably hip hop again though. Maybe like a 90s song though. Not really hip hop. Still kind of looks hip hop though. So I don't know. But this one is pretty neat. But all of these are pretty neat, I guess. I think the pants on this one, it looks like Gemmy's used those in other items. Mainly ones that are the same size as this. That shirt they've definitely not used, though. I don't think so. And no hat on this one. I think this is the first one that... Well, no, I think a couple. Well, I mean, those ones have hair. Oh. I think that those are glasses up there, so those can go down on the eyes. I didn't notice that till just now. I think those are glasses up there. Or maybe they're sewn up there to the hair. I don't know. But these two have hair, so let's just count that as their hats. But this one, there's no hair and doesn't have a hat. No idea with the movement. I don't know if anyone would be able to figure out how this moves. No idea. Like, maybe it, like, moves the head back and forth and it just turns side to side. It might do that. That's the easiest thing to think of anyway with that one. And now you got this one here. Yeah, so we got a beard on this one. And we have a hat. Very different from all the other ones we've been seeing. Clearly it's not hip-hop. Clearly it's not 90s. This is like, I feel like this one is like referencing something. Like a character from some movie maybe. This almost feels like a detective outfit. That's what I keep thinking of. I think of a detective when I look at this one. The shoes are way smaller. The frog actually looks smaller too. It's probably not, but it certainly looks that way, especially with those shoes. I mean, even the hands look smaller, but I'm sure it's not. It's just the way that they did this one. It looks like this probably moves like Whip It. I think a lot of these probably move like Whip It. Still a few that don't, but I think the majority probably move like Whip It. This could move like the Standing Ride With Me, though. But beard, very interesting. And looks like it has a ring on it. There's no way that dances to a hip-hop song, though. There is no way. Because that would not fit at all. That would be terrible if it had a song like that. That doesn't fit. But this could be the most interesting of all of them. Maybe not my favorite, but it's the most interesting, possibly. I mean, just look at that one. And now we got this one. Now this reminds me of the Standing Ride With Me Frogz. I mean, look at the hat. That is definitely the Ride With Me Frogz' hat, except it's black. That is the Frogz logo up there. You can tell it is. You got the beard again and the teeth, but it moves. It just looks like it moves like Ride With Me, I would say. So I see it says Frogz there, but it looks like it may actually have an S there instead of a Z. But the necklace says Frogz, and that says Frogz, and it looks like that is a Z. But the shirt, it looks like it's an S. It really does. Oh, wait, maybe not. I'm starting to see it. I think that is a Z. I think it's a Z. Don't worry. It looked like an S for a second. No, they were always going to have the Z at the end. Now, the shoes on this might be yellowed. I don't know about that, actually. That'd be impossible if they were yellowed already. They must have just done, like... That's a weird color to do for shoes, especially when the bottom part is, like, lighter like that. You know, the outer part of the shoe. That looks weird. That looks very weird. But, again, just like these 3 down here, and, I think I said it with these 2, but all 3 of these, I don't know the song. And this one, I don't know the song either. That necklace is very different. And again, the clothing on this, the clothes on it are just, it's very interesting. It's good. Good style. Unique. Got those baggy shorts again. Shirt, which looks kind of similar to like some of the Hip Hop and Easter Bunny's clothes, except a lot bigger. It kind of looks like that. But also there's like a white thing in the middle. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. There might be another piece of clothing under that yellow shirt, actually. I'm sure this one moves the head too, and it looks like it does. But I don't know the song, but it is cool. And it's got that beard again, which is cool. But the shoes are not cool. The shoes look weird. All the other ones' shoes are interesting enough to where I don't mind them. These shoes do not look good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Frog, but it's true. And then we're ending it off with probably the one that most people are going to find the least interesting, because this is probably the one that people have seen the most. This is the one that sings, it's a long song title. It's like, Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys, I think. It may not be exactly what it is, but it's close. A country song, of course. I mean, look, this is obviously a country one. So, you see, most of these are hip-hop. But we have a country one here. We got a couple in there that look 90s. Kind of, probably 90s. And then like an 80s one, too. This is, of course, country. Very different guitar style there. Bright orange. A lot more of a detailed guitar compared to the ones that ended up being done for the Frogz, especially on the end there. Of course, it's bigger because the Frogz is bigger. But clothing detailed, but not as much as some of these other ones, that's for sure. But the shoes look very nice. The shape of those shoes are actually different. They're like, they get pointier at the end. It looks like that looks nice for the shoes. And for how this moves, it probably just moves the head and the arm, but because of how big its head is, I feel like maybe it doesn't sway its head. I feel like maybe it moves a little different. I don't know. You know it moves the arm, though. That's 100%. But I guess it has to move the head, because I don't know how else they would move it. It definitely wouldn't only move the arm, because I know Joe said about the frogs that ended up coming out, about those having more movement. These still have movement too. But I don't know, maybe he said that because maybe this one doesn't move the head at all. Maybe it only moves that arm. And maybe this one only moves its head. I don't know. You never know. But that one that we saw, the one that we don't see in this picture, but is probably the first one in here. They just changed the clothes. That one, the movement is good. And we know the song on that one. So that is all of them. Also, I think that's hair on that. That's either hair or it's a really big hat. It's a little hard to tell. I think it's just a really big hat. I don't think that's hair. But it could be, because look how... well, no, that's just a shadow from the back of the head. So I think it is just a big hat. I think I would notice something more if it was hair. But then again, there is like little white specks I can see, which I feel like would be like a shine coming off of the hair. But I don't know. Those could be strings or something. Here you can really tell that the eyes are very similar to the frogs that came out, though. You can really see it on that one a lot more than the others. And the others, it's a little harder to tell if they're the same. I guess that one, you can kind of tell. But anyways, that was this. Very interesting. So definitely the things to really learn from this is, well, I don't know. You get to see this one again coming from the actual guy. Along with that one, you get to see some bad shoes on this one. You get to see interesting face on that one. You get to see whatever kind of necklace that is on that one. And I don't know what that red thing is down there. You get to see whatever this is imitating for this one, and these small shoes. You get to see this very cool looking tattooed frog right here. And with this one, you get to see I don't know, big hat. With this one, well, we know that the coloring page of it is real. And then this one, this is probably the one that does in fact sing that Cantaloupe Flip Fantasia song. I might be pronouncing that song wrong too. I think it's Cantaloupe Fantasia. Cantaloupe Flip Fantasia, but more simply just Cantaloupe. By you something or other. Look at the feather on that hat though. It's a very small, thin hat, but it looks good. There are numbers here. I think that's a date or something. I didn't really look at it too much. You know, I guess that could be the item numbers there, but it's whatever now, because if someone asks Jemmy for that item number, obviously it's going to be this, so there's no reason to do that. Unless if someone else at Jemmy knows their song, which I guess is possible. I feel like Joe would know, though. Especially since he had this picture. Yeah, I think this and the picture with all those frogs, I don't think he edited those and then posted them. I feel like they were like this. I mean, I noticed that these are kind of not lined up right, which it's possible to think that maybe he did edit it. You can actually see white right there. It looks like, I guess it kind of does look like as if he edited something. Because look, there's actually an arrow right there. It's an arrow. See that? You can actually see that on that picture specifically. So you could have edited these into like one thing and then post it. That is actually a likely thing, but it also could have been like this. I don't know. Especially since he did create the frogs, but these ones were not his idea. These ones were by someone else, and then Joe made the smaller ones happen. Not these, though. These were not something to come out of his mind. These ones were someone else. Which probably means the holiday hip-hoppers, that was probably that other guy too, because these, of course, look similar to those. Same size. Some of these probably move like holiday hip-hoppers. Probably those two. So that would just make sense. Alright. There will be another video related to these, and there will be another video talking about all those frogs again in that picture. But it's going to be it for right now. You got to see 10 frogs. Maybe you've seen 2 of them before, but it's still good to see these 2 with the other 8. Thanks for watching this beautiful video, and you better go follow you-know-who. And I'm not talking about me this time. Alright, peace.